Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about the root chakra, which is the first energy center in the body. It's located at the base of the spine. It's represented by the color red, and it deals with our sexual organs. It deals with the elimination, our sexual identity, and actually having sex. And I know some of y'all could use a little help with that right now. This is the survival, animalistic, human instinct part of us, right? Social distancing is making this really, really hard for us right now. A lot of blockages in the root chakra are happening because of what's happening in the world. And I'm a firm believer of the mind-body connection, right? Our mind is so powerful, and it has the ability to fully heal us. You've heard of the placebo effect. If we could just understand the body, how it works, then we can hack ourselves and we can fix ourselves. You just gotta understand the science of how it works. So let's talk about the root chakra today, and that energy center in particular. The area that is associated with the root chakra is the inferior mesenteric nerve plexus, and that is derived, it comes from the aortic plexus. Now, plexus is just a fancy name for network. Basically, it's just like a bundle of nerves that receive information in this area, our root, which is the base of our spine, right down there. So it receives the information, right, and sends an impulse back up to our brain, a signal, and then from there, our brain creates a response, right, and then sends out hormones to our body, and that kind of puts us in the mood or makes us have to go number 2 or have to go pee, you know? All this is part of the autonomic nervous system, which regulates our basic processes for our bodily functions. It's all unconscious, and the autonomic nervous system is also where the subconscious programs are stored. Now, our subconscious programs are the ones that basically create us. They control everything about us. It is us. Our subconscious programs are the programs that's our operating system, right? If we're to think of ourselves as like a superhuman computer, our autonomic nervous system is the operating system that allows us to communicate with the physical world and then come back into our mind, and then it all computes back into the body. So it's all connected. It's all connected. Now, when our root chakra is balanced and it's fully functioning properly, everything's all good to go, then our creative energy really flows through us and we feel safe to create. We feel grounded in our sexual identity. There's like no confusion about our sexual identity. So what creates the blocks? Well, lots of things can create blocks. Stress, fear, certain events like traumatic events like a molestation or some type of sexual trauma, even like insomnia or alterations in your sleep-wake cycle can affect your ability to be in the mood. Also things like how we interact with our environment, touch, for example, or the things that we see with our eyes kind of puts us in the mood too, right? Certain things trigger that, right? You look at porn and that makes you horny. Your senses are taking that information and computing it, and in your brain sends out a chemical response in the form of hormones, right? And that either like makes your stuff work or not. That's where we have problems, right? Well, there's like a lot of people have sexual problems and think there's something wrong with them. No, you just have a blockage. It's really simple to fix. It's not that big of a deal. So our autonomic nervous system sends the information to our central nervous system to be processed, and that all just governs our decisions, our actions, and everything about us in our life. Now, when any of your energy centers are depleted or blocking or like blocked up, you can think of it as like a dam or like one of those spinning wheels, right? And when it's like stuck, it's not spinning, it's blocked, right? So it's trying to get energy to spin, is not wanting to. So it's going to draw in energy from any surrounding area that it can, light energy, to make it turn and twist, right? Because our body just naturally wants to be in a state of balance or homeostasis. And so when that happens, when you have a blockage or a depletion somewhere, it's drawing energy from our outer light bodies. And that is not necessarily good because it creates weakened spots in the aura. And our aura is basically our energy that surrounds us. And when that happens, when you have weak spots in the aura, you can have things attached to you, negative energies attached to you, and kind of feed off of you. And then it just creates a whole mess of problems. So we want to have a balanced chakra system, balanced energy centers of the body, so that no bad shit attaches to us. Now, when there is a depletion of energy in, like, you know, it's pulling in that energy, there's a disconnect, and it can't send the proper information up to the brain to be received properly, and therefore the brain is all confused and it's like, I don't know which chemicals to send out because I'm not getting the right message. Not good. You know, with society the way it is right now, think about it. We are like living in a super hypersexualized society right now. There is a lot of excess stimulation going on from our senses within the form of sexual, like, fucking look at the WAP video. Oops, I cussed, sorry. Prime example of how society hypersexualizes things, okay? That's not good. Porn addiction, also, that creates blockages, imbalances, not good. When you have a blockage, it can manifest as low back pain, as sexual issues, sexual dysfunction, sexual anxiety, confusion about our sexual identity, constipation, diarrhea, even pain in our sexual organs. It even can contribute to hypertension because those nerve centers are connected to our heart. Remember, the inferior mesenteric nerve plexus is derived from the aortic nerve plexus. So we want to unblock the channel, right? Okay, I get it, but how do I fix it? That's the big question. That's the question that's on everybody's mind. How do we fix it? Most simplest, easiest way is to hack into your autonomic nervous system, to rewire, reframe those subconscious programs, the ones that you unconsciously operate from. When we slow down our brain, it slows down the frequency. And as our brain waves drop lower and lower, we access certain brainwave states like theta, where we can go in and reprogram those programs in the subconscious. But you must be in a trance, and your conscious mind, the one that's like yapping and talking all the time, trying to logically analyze everything and try to make sense of this three-dimensional matrix that we're living in, that must be quieted. So we slow our brain down, we get into the right brainwave state, and we do this by using the breath. The breath helps to regulate our prana, or chi, our energy flow through the meridians. What you can do daily is meditate. Put yourself in a trance and use creative visualization to unblock yourself. What do I mean by that? What you're going to want to do is get into a nice trance state, okay? Might take a little bit of time to get there. I mean, it takes practice, and that's okay. But you're gonna get into a trance. Use your breath and really draw it all the way down, in as far down into like the base of your spine as you can. In through the nose, out through the mouth, because that kind of creates that channel, right? In and out, right? We want the channel, we want the flow. So use the breath, okay? And then you have to use your mind, because the power is in the mind. So where focus goes, energy flows. As we sit and we focus on the base of our spine, that area right down there, you can picture in your mind's eye like this like little energetic vortex, right? And it's spinning, right? It should be spinning. In a healthy, balanced person, it's spinning, and it's kind of like a crystalline, vibrant red color. And it allows the energy to flow upwards in the body channel. If it's blocked, you might not see that red right away, right? You might just see blackness, okay? Well, just keep visualizing, and then it'll slowly come to light, right? It might be like a dark, muddy maroon, and it might not even be spinning very much. So what I want you to do is consciously, in your mind, focus on sending that breath down into the bottom of your spine, and using the breath, attempt to spin that wheel, okay? Allow the breath to help that wheel spin. And it might go slowly at first, but eventually I want you to spin it in your mind. Spin it fast, and make it super vibrant, bright, and red. And then, once you have that visualized in your mind and it's spinning, I want you to send love to that area. Love and gratitude, and just really appreciate yourself. You know, like just appreciate your sexual identity, the fact that you have these sex organs that allow you to procreate and create life and birth new things. It's beautiful. I mean, don't love yourself, you know, like that, but send it with your mind in energy form to that area. You're gonna basically love it back to life. And then, once you feel pretty good and calm about sending all that love there, not like this, then you need to relax. At least like 15 minutes afterwards and just kind of let the magic go to work. Let the energy do its thing. Repeat that every single day, and I guarantee it will not be long before you start to see some regulation. When you use your mind and focus in on certain areas of your body, it will begin to move into a vibrational match. The body's always trying to seek a state of homeostasis. It always wants to balance itself out. It wants all systems to work cohesively. The longer that you hold focus with that elevated emotion, the love, the longer you hold that focus, the faster you'll start to heal that area of your body. So, get into trance, use your breath, send love, do it for as long as you can, and then rest and relax and allow the magic to do its work. Trust the process. I hope you learned something about the root chakra today. Hopefully you can try to unblock yourself now. It might not come first try. This stuff takes time, okay? Where focus goes, energy flows. But with time, you can unblock your root chakra and help your energy to flow upwards. The next chakra that it flows upwards to is the sacral chakra. It's represented by the color orange. My name's Christina. I'm the Well-Traveled Woman. I am a professional hypnotist. My goal and mission in this life is to help you help yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.